rap star Pa Salieu has been jailed for 2 years and 9 months at Warwick Crown Court for his part in violent disorder which erupted after his friend was stabbed to death in Coventry in 2018. The musician admitted violent disorder at a previous hearing, having been caught on CCTV using a tree branch to repeatedly hit a gang attack victim who spent 10 days in hospital. Salieu, who was named the BBC's Sound of 2021, was cleared by a jury in March of engaging in violent disorder during a mass brawl in Hertford Place, Coventry, which saw his friend Fidel Glasgow fatally stabbed. But the Brit Awards nominee was convicted of possessing a bottle as an offensive weapon after telling jurors he smashed and brandished it to defend himself. Following his arrest, the court heard, Salieu, from Hillfields, Coventry, told police Mr. Glasgow was his best friend and then exercised his right to silence. No one has ever been charged with the murder of Mr. Glasgow, the grandson of the Specials singer Neville Staple, despite extensive inquiries into disorder following a music event at Coventry's Club M in the early hours of September 1, 2018. Passing sentence on the 25-year-old rapper, Judge Peter Cook told Salieu, anyone harboring the view that you are a young man being hard done by should pause to reflect that despite having a conviction for carrying a knife 3 years earlier, which resulted in a suspended sentence, in the course of these events you used 2 bottles and a stick. It was your intention to turn a bottle into a jagged weapon. Salieu and others involved in the violence had acted like a mob, the judge said, adding, the case illustrates the dangers for any young man of acting with a pack mentality and getting involved in mass disorder. If you do that, somebody is likely to end up seriously injured or dead. What happened to Fidel could have happened to anyone in that melee. The musician told his trial at the same court earlier this year he had used the bottle to defend himself after sipping brandy and Jägermeister, and had chased a man across Coventry's Ring Road to disarm him, believing he had a knife. Addressing the jury from the witness box, Salieu was taken through frame-by-frame CCTV footage showing a man being chased at about 5 a.m. on September 1. As around 300 people left Club M following a performance by Nigerian-born singer Mr. Easy. Appearing in court under his full name of Pa Salieu, the rapper said, I just saw him walking back. At this point everyone is shouting. Claiming he heard the man say I have got something for you, you think you are bad, Salieu added, at this point I believed he had a knife. My intention for hitting that bottle, on the ground, was to warn him off. At this point I thought he had been given something, I was just thinking the worst. Answering questions from his barrister, Jonathan Woodcock, Salieu claimed he and a large number of others had chased the man to disarm him after someone said, he's got a shank. I just followed to disarm him. That's what I believed, Salieu said. During his sentencing remarks, the judge opted not to impose any financial penalty on Salieu, telling him, I want you to focus on getting your life back on track, coming out and making the most of your talents, which I trust you will be able to do. Passing a sentence of 27 months for violent disorder and a further 6 months, to be served consecutively, for possession of an offensive weapon, the judge said, I have no difficulty in accepting you are a young man who has already suffered impacts on your career by virtue of these proceedings. But I observe that it is a career that has flourished nonetheless. Judge Cook also said he was taking into account that Salieu was close with Mr. Glasgow, and that the star had made laudable efforts to assist people from disadvantaged backgrounds,